for Huddleston, who got a strike, he takes a deflection and it's gone into the net. Hull have taken the lead here through James Chester, their centre half, and who would have thought that so early in the game? Yeah, the ball was played in by Huddleston. It was a routine free header almost for David Mailer. This is Quinn, nice skill, goes round Ramsey, puts another cross in, they're queuing up again. Fabianski makes the save. Hull have scored. It's 2-0. Curtis Davies has bundled the ball in, and Arsenal all over the place. It's going to be Santi Cazorla. Not a bad strike. What a goal that was! Arsenal are back into the tie, and it's Santi Cazorla with a wonderful free kick.
That is just, as they say, postage stamp. That's top right.
Swings it in. Sani is in there, and there's the equaliser from Laurent Koscielny. It's Arsenal 2, Hull 2. Took a slight deflection, but Koscielny had to come inside, keeps possession, slows it down, back to Arteta, Wilshere. Early ball to Sanogo, Chester's there again, here's Giroud. Flicks it in, the shot comes in, it's in! Is that the winning goal? And who but Aaron Ramsey may have won the cup for Arsenal?
Well, it had to be him, didn't it? What he's done all season, with all them goals, it wasn't his best one, but I'll tell you what, it's one of his most important ones this year.
Wilshere involved, Sanogo again, then Giroud.
Ramsey, touch from Alexis Sanchez, Sanogo. Cazorla has steered it in. First goal of the Community Shield, it goes to Arsenal, it goes to Santi Cazorla at the end where he scored in the FA Cup final. Foul, probably was, but again the referee wanting to let the game flow. And Sanchez to Sanogo, he's got support. And Arsenal lead 2-0. That's a typical Aaron Ramsey moment. He had the best scoring season of his life last season, including the winner here at Wembley.
Well, Sanogo makes a good run here. He times it. The ball is perfect.
Giroud. Oh, it's a goal! Over Caballero. Well, he might not be in his own mind fully match sharp, but he's had a marvellous Wembley moment. God. Monreal, Sanchez climbing, and it's thrashed in by Theo Walcott. The selection pays off for Arsene Wenger. The pressure pays off for Arsenal.
Hutton tries to get out there, and Zogbia decides.
That's it. Contour is full of vim and vigour, as you would expect. Sanchez can hit them from here. My word, he's hit that one, and has totally ripped it past Shea Given. Alexis Sanchez at Wembley again. Curtains. And there it is. Mertesacker.
Arsenal have completely dominated this game. Physically they've been better, tactically they've been better, and technically they've been better.
Wilshere. Right in for Giroud here. It's 4. Well, that does wrap it up. 3-0 at Villa Park. 5-0 to Arsenal. Ramsey's gone through them and he's gone offside. Walcott. Looks like Jamie, who's got so much power, tries to use it. Oh, there it is, in abundance. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, an outstanding goal midway through the first half. Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0.
Here's the play down the far side. This is the clever pass into Walcott.
Back-to-back years, another trophy in the Arsenal cabinet, beating Chelsea by 1-0. Let the celebrations begin at Wembley Stadium.
Here's Ramsey, who's actually done very well since the change of system and back to his best. And Sanchez. Chelsea complain. Flag is up. No goal. Gary Bezic is the man who makes the decision, but Sanchez came from deep. Stuart Ruffing the matter here, and it is goal given. And Sanchez is the man again. And it's just the start that Arsenal wanted. And it's crept in, and Diego Costa has level for 10-man Chelsea.
It's a great finish from Diego Costa.
Oh, they're behind again. It's amazing. It's Aaron Ramsey. That's the response of Arsenal. And Chelsea simply genuine glory for the Gunners today at Wembley. Try making use of himself by the near post. Oh, it's no flag, and it's a goal put away by Victor Moses. The villain here of the cup final has suddenly become the hero of the Community Shield. Get Arsenal back on level terms. It has done. And it's Kolasinac who knocked it in at the far post. Suddenly it's all gone pear-shaped. What do they know about each other here? Oh, Cahill knows. You get it high and into the corner you score. Walcott. Past Courtois emphatically. So Nacho Monreal. And sends Courtois the wrong way. Goalkeeper. Courtois misses, blazes it over. And it's saved. Morata. Just to make it 3-1 in Arsenal's favour. He does. And there it is! Arsenal have done it to Chelsea again. They've won their third of the new season, the Community Shield.
Now Jorginho, Pulisic, and here is Mount once again. It comes to Giroud and Pulisic! Brilliant start for Chelsea. Christian Pulisic becomes the first American to score in an FA Cup final. And he was involved at the start. Big moment in the final, and he makes no mistake. And Arsenal are level in a game in which they could have been swept away. Confident. Surging run from him, and he crunches into Christensen. Here is Pepe. Now Aubameyang. It's still Aubameyang. It's absolutely brilliant. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang with his second goal of the FA Cup final. They have won the FA Cup.
With Salah for Liverpool, and he fires it past Martinez.
There's certainly no doubt about that one. Hits right through the back of the...
It. Now, are Liverpool aware of that, or will he change his methodology anyway? Well, he fires it into that corner very effectively, and it's 1-1 in the shootout.
Yeah, confident penalty. Just wraps his foot round it.
Brazilian against Argentinian. and successfully converted again. And it has been noticeable, and Andre Mariner's keeping a very close watch on it. The goalkeeper
For him today, Maitland-Niles.
He's had a great afternoon, and look at that. super cool.
Oh, interesting to see what he was looking at.
Out you felt. So this is his moment. Back from his loan spell at Swansea. Oh, and he hasn't converted. So the gamble hasn't paid off for Jurgen Klopp with that late change.
Well, I don't think he touched the ball.
Another substitute, but much earlier in the game than Brewster was. And he scores again emphatically. Alisson again going the wrong way, and Arsenal have the edge now. Minamino having scored the Liverpool equaliser. His team need him to put this one away, which he does with plenty of power. So it's 3-3, but Arsenal have the extra kick.
Yeah, straight down the middle.
Return to England. He's got through the 90 minutes, was determined to play today. And he scores, and Arsenal are ever closer.
Well, it's the height that beats the goalkeeper here.
Martinez has a word. And Jones wins the duel, and Liverpool are still in it. They will have faith in him. Aubameyang for Arteta, for Arsenal. He's got his Wembley double yet again, and Arsenal have the FA Community Shield. It had to be him, Stuart, for the 16th time to Arsenal. Now one ahead of Liverpool.
That's a fabulous turn by Foden. Oh, ricochet benefits City ultimately. There's the chance. Oh, it's a fabulous goal. Cole Palmer. What a beautiful strike.
Here's the turn. Gets away from the press, and now the game's all opened up. He doesn't find recovery.
And another chance perhaps to put it in here. Leaves it instead for Trossard. Deflected it in. There's the equaliser for Arsenal in the 101st minute of the Community Shield. Ortega beaten by the cruel deflection.
Cross was dealt with by Ortega.
Can the Arsenal captain get the Gunners off to the perfect start? No problem. For Belgium. The winner against Ramsdale. Oh, he smashed the frame of the goal. Advantage Arsenal.
They just got underneath it. Ramsdale.
A chance for Trossard to make it 2-0 to Arsenal in the shootout. A chance he takes. For Manchester City. They have notched. Made that look very easy indeed.
Game against Manchester United.
Missed his last one against West Ham in April, Saka. as this rolls it in beautifully to make it 3-1 to Arsenal. And saved by Ramsdale. Arsenal on the brink.
Over the crossbar by quite some way.
Fabio Vieira to win the Community Shield for the Gunners. Emphatic. Arsenal win the Community Shield for the 17th time. The 7th time since 2000.
Here's White. Lewis Skelly in that midfield role he wants to play. A chance for Calafiori! And the champions get a grip on it inside 25 seconds. Madueke. Ødegaard. Solis coming in around the back. And Havertz! It's 2! Well, it's a long way back for Manchester City now, and an agonising moment for their goalkeeper. Here's Solis. That's useful. Ødegaard will pounce upon it! And the captain gets what looks like a clincher. 2026.